All right, good morning or good afternoon, boys and girls. And today we are going to work on fraction word problems. And probably, as you know, the most difficult thing in word problems is reading the instructions carefully. So we're going to work on that today as we solve a few problems together in practice in my lesson, and then you'll have time to do some from your workbook. Let's get started. Question number 1. 1/3 of a park is used for playing basketball. What fraction is not used for playing basketball? So we know that if 1 out of 3 is used for playing basketball, there's 2 other thirds left over that are not used for playing basketball. And so 2/3 is our answer. And today I'm going to ask you to write a sentence to go with your answer when you do your work. So I would write 2/3 of the park is not used. 2/3 of the park is not used for playing basketball. Okay, great. Next slide. This one has a lot of reading, so we'll read carefully. A pitcher of lemonade is a mixture of water and canned lemon juice. So A, if 1/4 of the juice comes from the can, what fraction of the lemonade is water? So I'm imagining this nice big jug, and it's divided into 4 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1 out of the 4 parts is the lemon juice. So how many are left over that are water? And I can see it's 3/4 left over. And I would write that in a sentence. 3/4 of the lemonade is water. B, how would the taste of the lemonade change if a half of it was canned lemon juice instead of 1/4? So let's look back here. I'm going to erase that and draw a second picture. If half, not quite, but if half of the pitcher was lemon juice, how would it taste? It would taste more lemony. There's more lemon juice. It's stronger. So that's not really a fractional answer, but that is the answer. It would taste more lemony if there's such a word. Okay, C. If you added some club soda to a glass of lemonade, would the fraction of canned lemon juice in your glass get bigger or smaller? So if I dilute, which is actually a science word, but if I make it more filled with club soda, boys and girls, you might end up with just a little tiny bit in your cup that was actually lemon juice, and all the rest might be bubbly soda. So the fraction of lemon juice will be less. The fraction will be less because there's less of it in the cup. Okay, those were a couple of concept questions. So that's good practice before you do your assignment today. Let's check another slide. Okay, we're familiar with these kind of pictures. Ethan made a design with some shapes. What fraction of the shapes are pentagons? And I know you all remember from geometry, a pentagon is a 5-sided shape. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 pentagons. That's in my numerator or top number. Out of the total, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 4/9 are pentagons. Awesome. So then the next question says, what other group has the same fraction as A? I see 4 unshaded. 4/9 of the shapes are unshaded. So that is similar to the fraction in question A. Unshaded, there's 4, and pentagon, there's 4/9. What fraction are not circles? So I can see there's 2 out of 9 that are circles, so that shows me that there are 7 out of 9 that are not circles. So I'm just showing you I expect words today after your fraction so I can see you understand what is your fraction talking about. Okay? All right, so we are ready for the next slide. All right, last one. Ronan and Grace both played their musical instruments at the year-end concert. Ronan played for 3/8 of the time. Grace played for 3/5 of the time. Who played for longer? This is an excellent question. This time the numerator is the same, but the denominator is different. This is from our lesson 2 days ago. This has bigger parts on the bottom. They both have 3 on the top, so this one must be larger. 3/5 is more. Who played for longer? Grace played for longer. So, boys and girls, these can be tricky when they have a different denominator. So if you need help with those today, just ask. All right, that is it for today's lesson on math fraction word problems. You can now end this video and go back to DAX to find out your assignment. Have fun!